women make no mistakes. I couldn't help but say that. I want to come back to that authenticity point that I made earlier. I think sometimes, and less so I think in this generation, but sometimes women feel that they have to exhibit a certain male-like behavior in order to be successful, particularly as they move up to the ranks and find that there are less women. And I think that's the biggest mistake that women make. It's be yourself. And your smarts, your ability to relate with people, don't try to diminish that in any way, because it's the combination of that intelligence and that ability, perhaps unique to women, to work with people that I think gives us the edge over the long term. One of the opportunities is they may value women differently, but they look at position. And so interestingly enough, I had expected a little more challenge and pushback than honestly I experienced. I think people respected the position. They particularly respected the experience leading up to the position. And that once that you show through, the course of meetings or whatever, your mastery of information, facts that are relevant to helping their business grow, all that around sex, color, all that just totally goes out the window. It's like, this person can help me win and be successful. I think as human beings, and I come back to that fundamental human dynamic, that we have an incredible mix of skills, both intellectually and emotionally. And so the question is whether culturally we've been raised, or our experiences say, well, guys, diminish that emotional part and focus on the other stuff, or, women, just focus on this or focus on that. And we have to bring our whole person to it. And I think when we bring our whole person to it, there's a connectivity, and that's what I found. And I come back to that, if there's one lesson, be who you are, be yourself, be authentic, for men and women. Don't be afraid to sort of exhibit that part of you that's a family guy. Or say, I had one guy I worked with, and he said, I really want to get to my kids' games. I really want to coach his team. I'm like, well, do it. And he said, well, the boss I had before didn't understand it. And I said, well, I do. So, get out of here. You don't need to be here. Go spend time with your family. But the fact that he had the courage to say that, there was a time early on when they first started offering paternity leave where no guy wanted to take it because they felt that somehow it would show they were less committed to their work. And today, I think it's evolving because those few guys who had the courage to say, it's here, I'm going to take it, I want to help my wife, I want to be with my newborn. And all it does is take that to happen a few times, and then people say, okay, I can still be successful in my job. I can still stay plugged into what I'm doing and not skip a beat, and yet take this paternity leave that's available to me.